Hello, everybody. This is Sarah Clark, Community Liaison at the Faux Group. Today, here I have with me a very special guest. His name is Artie White, and he works and he owns Aqua Plumbing. How are you, Artie?
Very good today. Thank you, Sarah.
So, tell us more about you and your business.
We own a plumbing company here in Las Vegas. We're family owned. We perform plumbing in residential service and repair and commercial new construction.
Okay, and when did Aqua Plumbing start?
2005.
2005. That's been a while.
It's been a while. Yeah, we celebrated our 10th year.
Okay, are you gonna celebrate it in a big party, something?
No party. Just gonna keep working and doing what we do best.
So tell us, how was it 2005 versus now? How many employees do you have? How many do you have now?
We had about the same amount of employees then as we have now. We're a small company. We like it that way. We know everybody. They're like family.
Okay. And you have now 15 employees, you said?
Correct. Yeah, we have 15 employees now, and it grows and shrinks depending on workload.
Okay. And tell us, you started your own business, and that can be really challenging for many people to just start from zero. What advice will you give to those people that want to start their own business?
Perseverance. Yeah, there's an old saying that you quit a job and you've traded in a 40-hour work week and a guaranteed paycheck to owning your own company and working 80 hours a week and possibly not having a paycheck, depending on how you're treated by the customers and the contractors and your bills that you've acquired and things of that nature. The law says that the employer is paid last. All bills have to be paid before the employer.
Oh, that can be really scary sometimes, I'm assuming.
It is very scary. We're people just like the employees, and we've got mortgages and car payments, and we try to live the American dream just like everybody else. However, when you're steering the ship, there's a lot more responsibility.
So, as you tell us, it can be really challenging. So what rewards have you seen for owning your own business?
There are days that my wife and I do not have to go to work. They're not as prevalent as we'd like them to be, but we find that after you've established the business 2, 3, 4, sometimes 5 years down the road, you can exercise and enjoy a little bit of freedom more so than an employee that has to come to work and work 40 hours a week. Granted, we do work 40, 50, 60 hours a week sometimes depending on our workload, but there are times that we can go ahead and take off and we don't really have anybody to answer to.
So you have a lot of employees working for you. Tell us, what makes a good employee?
Someone that shows up on time, cares about what they do, is conscientious, can think out of the box, has good ideas, and is loyal. That's probably one of the biggest keys is somebody that's loyal.
Especially since you say it's a big family, right, that you have at work.
Correct. Big family, yes.
Okay. So tell us more about the industry, because you've been here in Nevada, right, these 10 years, and those 10 years have probably had a lot of changes, ups and downs. How do you see the industry now of plumbing here in Las Vegas?
The construction industry as a whole really does evolve. With technology and history, we have better products now than we had, 10, 20, 30 years ago. Education has to follow along with that technology. You have to continue to update your employees, educate your employees, make sure that they understand the new products that are out there and that we're going to provide to our customers. So that's really key.
How do you help them get that education?
We go out to the projects. We have company meetings. We have the PHCC has a school, so we're teaching people that are interested in being a plumbing professional the proper ways to install the plumbing, why plumbing systems are the way they are, not just go to work and install the plumbing system because that guy said so. These students are learning the code book, and we pride ourselves at Aqua Plumbing on teaching our individuals the code book as well, because we don't want them to be installers per se. We want them to be true professionals, and they can move from one task to another.
So you talked about the PHCC. For those that there that don't know what is it, please tell us what is the PHCC.
The Plumbing, Heating, Cooling Contractors Association, it's a nationwide organization that started in 1883. And again, it's nationwide, and there are local chapters in several states, not all states, but several states. And Nevada has one PHCC now, and we're wanting to expand to Reno, Nevada, and start a PHCC branch up there. And then we all, as a group effort, all of the PHCCs around the country are typically members of the national PHCC. And again, it's Plumbing, Heating, Cooling Contractors, and it's all about education in the plumbing and heating world.
Okay. And I've been told that you think that plumbing is, of all the subcontractors, is the best. Tell us why you think plumbing is the best.
Best is a word. I think it's the most important.
The most important?
It is the most important in respect to human health. You can read by candlelight. You can read by flashlight. You don't necessarily have to have a light. You can do all of those things also if it's hot or cold. In the plumbing world, as a human being, we all have a basic need, and it is our job as plumbing professionals to safely remove waste from buildings and safely provide potable water to the buildings. So in my mind, and I believe I could probably get a really high percentage rate of people that would agree that the plumbing trade, the plumbing industry, the plumbing dynamics are probably the most important aspect of human life.
That is true. I will not want to live without my water and clear water in my house.
Correct.
So there's a lot of plumbers out there. There's a lot of subcontractors in general. What makes a good one? Like, now I'm a customer and I have problems in my house and I want to call one. What am I looking for?
First and foremost, you want prompt service, honest service, an explanation if you so desire. A lot of people that we go to their houses, they want their plumbing fixed. They don't want to know the rhyme and reason. Some of them don't even know why they caused the problem, and then the problem reoccurs, and we go back out, and that would probably be most likely plumbing stoppages, things of that nature. But I think a person answering the phone is probably the forefront of a successful plumbing company. Nobody wants to make a phone call and talk to a menu. I don't care who you are. You want to talk to a person. You want to talk to a person that's reasonably educated in the field of the situation where you've made the phone call, in this case plumbing. You want somebody that's courteous, somebody that can properly dispatch a professional out to their house. That person needs to be clean, polite, knowledgeable, and take care of the plumbing problem or take care of the plumbing remodel, whatever the customer desires, in a timely fashion. And you want to be completely honest with time of arrival, what's going to occur, approximately how long it's going to take. If there's a problem that's encountered that's going to create a little bit of a time delay on the project, depending on whether or not it's a repair or even a remodel in a customer's home or a building, you just need to inform them. People want to know what's going on. They don't necessarily want to know the details or the dynamics, but they want to know what is going on.
That's true. And what about licensing? I've heard that there's a lot of problems with that sometimes.
Licensing in the plumbing industry right now is a little bit difficult. We have individuals out there that are performing plumbing that don't have a license. You have to be properly licensed in order to work in someone's home or building. That's the law. The State Contractors Board has what they call a residential recovery fund. What happens is if somebody goes to Sarah's house and makes a mistake and they're a true bona fide contractor, and Sarah identifies that there's a problem, she contacts that company and they choose not to take care of the problem, she can file a complaint with the Contractors Board. Contractors Board makes an investigation. They go out. If the contractor is found to be at fault and still won't respond, they have what they call a residential recovery fund. And the person, Sarah in this case, would be made whole by the Contractors Board if an individual is hired in someone's home that doesn't have a license. They make a mistake, can't or won't make it right. There's no residential recovery fund available for that person. So it is really important for homeowners to hire licensed contractors, and they can go right on the Nevada State Contractors Board website and see if that person is a bona fide contractor and make sure their license is active.
Definitely. That's what we want.
That's what we want.
So, do you have any war stories that you would like to tell us?
We find when we go out to exchange a water heater that may possibly be leaking, we find that the water heater has not been installed previously by code. The problem with that is the water heater is probably the most dangerous appliance in the house. I ask, by the way, I'm a student for the PHCC, and I ask my students from time to time.
You're a student or a teacher?
I'm sorry, I'm a teacher.
Okay.
And sometimes I'm a student because I learn something every night, which is really cool. And if I don't learn it from the book, I learn it from one of my students, from what they've experienced that day or that week. The water heater is the most dangerous appliance in the house. I ask my students, what powers a locomotive? And after some banter, we finally come to the realization that in the early days, the locomotive was powered by steam. We all know how heavy a locomotive is and what kind of cargo it has to pull. If a water heater malfunctions, it creates steam. And if they're installed improperly, they could potentially be a bomb. I have videos of water heaters that have blown up, gone through the rooftop of houses. One in particular in Arizona a few years back blew up in a guy's garage, went through the roof, and went 3 blocks away and landed next to an elementary school chain link fence. That's how dangerous water heaters can be if they're installed improperly, and people don't realize that.
Wow. So you have to find the right person and do everything right.
A licensed contractor knows how. If he's a C1 plumbing contractor, they know how to put a water heater in properly.
So you were talking about your students as well. This is for the PHCC, I believe?
Yes, we have an accredited training program through the PHCC. It's accredited by the state of Nevada, and we currently have a first, second, and third year class that's actively being taught at our building over in Henderson, Nevada. And those students, they arrive at 5 o'clock and they leave at 7:30 on Mondays and Wednesday nights.
And how can people that maybe would like to know more about this, how could they find out about it?
They can call our PHCC office. The lady in charge is named Echo, and I can't pronounce her last name to save my life.
Nobody can.
The phone number would be 702-252-0166, and with that, they can get all the information they need to become a student for next year. And our class session runs congruent with the CSN schedule, so it would be winter classes.
So what will you tell to those people that maybe are thinking about becoming a subcontractor and thinking about the trade?
People that want to enter into the plumbing trade, my opening statement is that the plumbing industry is the most important industry in the world. As discussed with you just a little while ago, I give them those details, and then I ask them if they think they're worthy of keeping the entire nation healthy.
That's great. Well, Artie, how can we contact you if we have a plumbing problem and we want to call Aqua Plumbing?
Our phone number is 702-642-8400, and our website is aquaplumbinglv.net, and you can hit the Contact Us button on that if you so wish, and we will send a technician directly out.
Perfect. Well, Artie, thank you so much for being here with us, and thank you everybody at home for listening. And if you have any questions, please contact us through our website, www.fauxlaw.com. That is FAUXLAW.com. Thank you.